a deity that they must worship and all of that. You did not ask. You don't know. You don't know this person to his village. A lady that is O negative getting married to O positive, because I don't want to waste my time. Tell him you don't want to waste your time. So, and then you start to pray, and then pray and kabash and do all of those things. If this relationship past 2 years, know that you're in the relationship alone. Hello loves, yeah, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my video, and if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. In today's video, as you've seen from the title, we are going to be talking about important questions you need to ask your partner in an early stage of a relationship. And these questions are so vital because it could either tear down the relationship or build it up and nurture it for marriage. So without further ado, let's just dive into the topic of today. So loves, first things first, the first and most important thing you need to do as an individual is for you to ask yourself thought-provoking questions. Sit down and think vital questions such as, what do I want personally? Do I want to get married now? Am I ready to get into a relationship? Am I ready to settle down as an individual? Or do I want a relationship just because I just want to have fun? Do I want to get married simply because the world wants me to get married now? Do I want to get married? Or I want to get married now because my mom is pressuring me to get married. My parents are pressuring me. Whenever I pass, people say, oh, look at this person, he's advanced in age. This person is almost 30 and is not married yet. People begin to poke nose into your matters. Is that the reason why you want to get married? Am I in the right frame of mind to get married? Because you have to be in the right frame of mind before you can decide to get married. If you are not ready mentally to get married, my darling, if you get into a relationship, that relationship, when you notice the person is heading towards marriage, you become scared. That is when you find yourself in marriage that you are not even prepared for, because you did not have this reality check. You did not check yourself if you are ready to get into it. So sit back, relax, take a deep breath and think very well. You need to know what you want first as an individual before you can start asking a partner what he or she wants in a relationship. So when you are done asking yourself, then you can start to think about this relationship I'm about to get into now. What is it I would want from a partner? Where do I see myself in the nearest future? What kind of person do I want to spend the rest of my life with? In my early 20s, 23, some of my friends, they were getting married, and I would just look at them. I would pause and I was like, so this person that is getting married, is it ready? Does this person know what he or she is doing? And funny enough, some of those marriages that I was looking at that way, they are still blooming till now. They are still enjoying their marriage till now. So it is being in the right frame of mind. Those my friends then, they were ready to get married, but me, I was not even thinking about it. It did not cross my mind at that age. I had a vision for myself and I told myself, okay, I need to get these things done in my life. I need to do some certain things so I could think of marriage, because it is not in my dictionary now. And as at the time I got married, I was prepared for it. I was prepared mentally, physically, and I know what I wanted as a person. So it could be different time frame for you. It could be different time frame for a friend. So you as an individual, you need to know your own time frame. I think this is something you need to do first before you can proceed to ask a person other questions we are going to be talking about in this video. The first thing I want you to ask your partner in this early stage of your relationship is, what is your goal? Because now you know your own goals, you know where you are heading to, so you can ask somebody else what is their goal. You now know what you want from a partner. You can ask your partner these questions now, and you can ask your partner, what is your vision as a person? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What are your aspirations? What is it you want from life? What is your perspective of life? You want to ask them at the early stage of the relationship. Do not wait till you open up your heart to your partner before you ask these questions, because you will not be in the right mind to think very well when some of these answers are given by your partner. And then you ask your partner, how do you see life? And then this person gives you a reply and say that, I sleep, I wake up now. Each day comes with its own load. No plans for the future, nothing. Any day break, I go work, I come back, I eat, I sleep. Next day break again, I go work. Just like that, I continue to live my life. This person does not have a plan of, this place I'm working now, in the nearest future, I plan on going to my own. I plan on doing this, to have my own company, to have my own business. These are the things I want to learn. These are the things I want to get involved in. This person does not have those visions. It just sleeps and wake and sleeps and wake. And you want to settle for that kind of person? My darling, please give it a proper check. Because if you have a better goal for yourself and this person you are dating does not have this kind of goals, it will be a setback to you. You will see that this person will keep taking you backward. So it's not just about, oh, this person looks good now, this person have 6 packs now. Not just about the present. Oh, this person have money now. Okay, in the nearest future. Because there are some people that have money but they don't have sense. They have money, they'll just be spending it. They don't have sense that this money that is coming now, it might not be coming like this forever. So these are my goals. These are things I need to put in place before it stops coming, or before it does not come the way it's coming now. So you need to know this person's goals so that you can plan. Most ladies, I've observed, we always put the man's money at the front of a relationship. That is wrong. Do not say because, oh, this man is rich, this person is thinking rich, so whatever he does, you pay blind eyes to it. You don't want to know. You don't want to ask any questions. You are not interested in asking questions. Do not fall prey to that, because in the future, when you get married to this person without asking necessary questions, simply because this person is rich, my darling, when you are in that home, you have the money, but mind you, that money will not be enough for you to handle marriage. Marriage is a different ball game entirely. So let's proceed to the next question. What are your intentions for us? What are your intentions for the future? Because now you are in a relationship, you don't know if this person is also in a relationship with you, because there are so many situationships. You might think that you are in a relationship, unknown to you that you are the only one in that relationship. Your partner is not there with you. He might just be interested in the fun aspect of it. So it's essential you ask your partner, what are your intentions? What are your intentions for this relationship? Are we friends with benefits? What are we? Yes, you want to ask your partner that, because there are some people that from the start, the person did not come out straight to them and tell them that, see, I want us to start dating. I want us to see how the relationship goes, how this friendship turns to a relationship, and see how it progresses from there. There are some persons that did not have that conversations. They started off as benefactors, benefiting each other. So one party concludes that they are in a relationship. So instead of concluding and then realizing later that you've wasted your time with this person, when you thought something beautiful was going on and you are just realizing that you've wasted your time, it's better you ask the person from the beginning. Don't be carried away with the gifts this person might be showering you with. They take care of you, they take care of people around you, they take care of your family. So you might easily assume that you're in a relationship, not knowing that you're in a situationship. So it's better you ask, and then when he gives you a reply and says yes, we are in a relationship, then you can go further and ask your partner, where is this leading us to? What are your intentions for this relationship? Is this relationship heading somewhere, or it's just for the present? And when he gives you a satisfying answer such as, okay, let's see where it leads, I have the intention of taking it somewhere, I have the intention of the relationship for the future, then you will know that you are into something serious. Then you know that you are into something that you can look towards the future for, not sitting blindly and folding your hands, just praying and say, oh God, this person should propose, this person should propose, when you don't know the intentions of that person. And then you are in that relationship for years, when you don't know if the person have you in mind, if he has your future in mind to get married to you. Most times the ladies are the ones that ask this question. Do not wait for the man to be the one to ask you, and what is your plan for this relationship? What are your intentions for this relationship? It is you, the lady, that will take it upon yourself to ask your man, what are your intentions for this relationship? Because I don't want to waste my time. Tell him you don't want to waste your time. If you are the type that wants the fun thing, you can also let him know that, see, I don't want a serious relationship. This is why I'm here. This is the reason why I'm here. This is what I want, and all of that. Make your grounds from the initial stage of the relationship. Make it plain. Both of you should understand what you are doing. You understand? So don't be ignorant about this. I remember when I started dating my husband, the first 1 month, I was just into this question. I was asking him back to back. I'm not here for fun. What are your intentions? What do you want from me? I kept asking him that question because at that point in my life, I wanted something serious. I don't want to play around. I wanted something that can lead to something, because I've had that conversation with myself and of what I wanted if I was ready to get married, and I knew that I was ready to get married at that point. So I kept asking him that question, what is it you want? Because I don't want anybody that will waste my time. That was why I kept on asking. So you can do same. Ask your partner what is his intention for the relationship. Are you still going to be in this same relationship in 5 years time? Are you still going to be in the same relationship in 10 years time? Because I know some persons that have been in one relationship for 12 years. God, how can a person be in a relationship for that long? Is it marriage? Because they don't have intentions. These questions did not come up initially. That's why it's like that. So when you have these conversations from the beginning, then you will know what you are looking at. From this period to this period, this is what I'm looking at. I remember telling my husband that if this relationship continues for this period of time and we are not pushing it forward, just know that I'm not in again, because I hated long relationship. I hated it. Any relationship that has lasted more than 3 years, the maximum I can do is 3 years. Any relationship more than that counts me out. I told him, see, if this relationship past 2 years, know that you're in the relationship alone. I will not do again. And then we were aiming to something. That was why it even gets to 2 years plus. If it gets that long, I'm not in again. So give your spouse a period of time. If that period of time elapses, and you are still in that relationship, my darling, you need to trace yourself back. You need to ask your partner at that point, what are we doing? So this question is very important. Ask from the beginning, what are your intentions for this relationship? Where do you see us in the next 5 years? Where do you see us together? Are we going to be married with kids? You need to know these things. Know these things before moving forward into the relationship, before you get so attached to this person. Because when you get so attached, it will be difficult for you to leave. So know these things before the attachment comes, before you open up your heart to this person. So guys, see the madam that is making noise in my video. She was sleeping before, now she's up and she refused to keep quiet, and there's nothing I can do about it because she just started to talk, and now she has turned my living room to something else. Look at where she shifted the chair to. So please, when you hear noise in this video, please ignore. She's the one making the noise. Thank you for your understanding. Another vital question most people neglect to ask at the early stage of any relationship is the genotype of this person you are about to get into a relationship with. This question is very important, very necessary. You are supposed to even ask this question before you ask the person what is their goals, what are their intentions, what do they want in life, before you ask the other previous questions we talked about. This is the first question you are even supposed to ask a person. This question determines if you are going to get into the relationship in the first place. If you are grabbing benefit from this video, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up when you are done watching, and hit on the notification bell, because it is when you hit on the notification bell that is when you can be notified whenever I upload a new video, and it will be easy for you to watch it really quick when it's just dropped. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe at the end of this video and share to whoever you feel this video might be helpful to. So guys, let's continue. So this is your genotype and your blood group. Most times this question is tricky. When you ask the person this question, this person believes that you are so desperate, you are desperate to get married. That's why you're asking me what my genotype is and all of that. But my darling, it is better you know than to be in ignorance and then you waste all your time with this person without knowing their genotypes. Because this is two people coming together to become one, to form a family. When you're getting to a relationship with the aim of marriage, then definitely you are going to form a family. It's with the aim to produce children and all of that, and to build a family from it. So if you don't have this conversation of genotype, then you could produce children that will come up with sickle cell. If, just for instance, you are AS and you don't ask your partner their genotype, and your partner is AS also, you did not ask on time, you go ahead with the relationship, and along the line in the relationship you both decided to run your test. And in most cases, people do medical tests when they are ready to get married, and most times it is not even the decisions from them, it's from where they are getting married. In most churches, they tell them, okay, go and do this, go and run a test. They are going to include pregnancy test to it, genotype test and all of that, HIV tests, hepatitis B, those tests in that medical test the organization that is going to join them together told them to do. So it's only when they've gone for those tests, that is when most people, some persons, realize their genotype. And this is wrong, because you've passed those stage where you are supposed to know those things in the relationship, and you are very close to marriage. And in most cases, these people, they've even printed out their cards, they've distributed marriage cards and all of that before they realize that they are not compatible genetically. And that is where you see situation where people say love conquers all. Because of our love, the love we both shared, maybe the children are going to come out AA, we have that faith, and then they decide to get married. And when they are married, the children are born into suffering. Then this sickness begins to affect the children they bring into the world, simply because they did not do this test in the early stage of the relationship. And now they've grown past that early stage where they cannot go back. They've grown to be so fond of each other, and it becomes impossible to live without each other. The love has blinded the eyes. They cannot see, they cannot hear. Even when the families are telling them that, see, this thing you are doing is very risky, this thing is very dangerous. Even when counselors come into the matter, into the picture, they will not listen, simply because they've grown so attached to each other. I know of two persons, they are my friends. No, will I say friends? They are people I know. So they've grown so deep into their relationship, and they've even started to prepare for marriage. They both families know each other, and they are in the next step to get married. And they've even started attending marriage classes. That was when they both realized that their genotype does not match. And that was when they started to think about what they are going to do. But lucky enough, these people, they have sense. Because some people, they don't have sense. They are thinking of just the present, not knowing that marriage is more than that. Because when you start to suffer having a child of sickle cell, even when a child is sick ordinarily, not with a sickle cell disease, when a child is just sick, the parents are troubled, the parents are worried, let alone when it's with a sickle cell, when you don't know if this child is going to survive it. In most cases, they die. You understand? So those people, they have sense. They listened when people started to advise them and told them that, see, you cannot get married unless you want your children to suffer. They listened to advice, and then they went their separate ways. So to avoid all of this, the emotional trauma of starting all over again, getting a fresh partner, most times the effect is more on the lady, because this person might have spent years with you. As a man, especially in Nigeria, men can get married at any time and they'll still see, so most times they see young ladies. But for the ladies, it's always difficult. It's really always difficult. These people I'm telling you about, the man is married again and the ladies, she's still there. You understand? So this is why you need to do this at the early stage of your relationship, to avoid time wasting, to avoid wasting your time. Check your genotype before you get into any relationship. If you are AA, most people, they don't bother to check anymore. What about your blood group? You are AA, you say, okay, I can get married to anybody. What about your blood group? Does your blood group match? And as a lady, if you are O negative and you get married to a man that is O positive, do you know that that can affect you when you are pregnant? So you need to see your doctor on this. See your doctor on this. A lady that is O negative getting married to O positive, when they both meet, the child might likely to be O positive, carry the blood group of the father, and this can affect a pregnancy, although it might not affect the first pregnancy. So when you start producing other children, then your blood group that is O negative and then the child carries that of O positive, it can have an effect on the baby in your womb if nothing is being done, because you don't know your blood group. So it is vital you know your blood group to avoid these mistakes. When you know your blood group, then the doctor will know what to do. There are some vaccines that they can give to you to prevent anything that's going to affect the child, the second baby and thereabout. So you need to be observant. You need to know these things. You need to ask for blood group, genotype. If there are some ailments, that is another thing again. Are there some ailments in the family? Is it traditional, something that's going around the family of your partner? You need to know this, because there are some families that every member of the family, when you are advanced in age, they come down with diabetes ailments. It affects almost everybody in the family. So you need to know this also. Sometimes they will not tell you, but it is good you have these conversations, and please be truthful. Both of you should be truthful. Be relatable, because there are some persons that when you ask them this question, they'll say no, because they're hiding their family. They don't want you to go, because they know when you give a positive answer, this person might not want to marry me. So please be truthful and do not waste each other's time. If that is what the person cannot handle, do not waste each other's time, because if this person finds out in the future, what you are preventing now might also happen. This person will not take it lightly with you and could lead to divorce. So it's better you are truthful now, so that anything that wants to happen will happen. What's to come to worse, it is better for a relationship to break down, for the marriage to scatter. So it's better you both talk about it now, so that you can both look for partners that you are more compatible with. So when your partner asks you, do you have this disease or this ailment in your family, please be truthful and say yes. Some are mental illness. In some families, they have mental illness. In each of the family, you will see somebody that will have that. God forbid one of your child now have that, and you don't know where it's coming from because you did not ask. So you see, it's very important you ask this question, so that you know the necessary precautions to take. If you are the type that maybe your partner comes from a family that is diabetic, then you will know what to do. You know how to avoid your sugar intake before you get to that age. I'm not saying you should leave the person. No, you can work on some certain things because you are aware. You are not ignorant of those things. So you can work on it. So it is better you are both truthful and come out openly with these things that affect you in your family, that is present in your family, so that somebody will not enter into a family tomorrow and start praying for healing. You don't know where the problem is coming from because you did not ask in the first place. There are some families where the great grandfather have a deity that they must worship and all of that. You did not ask. You don't know this person to his village. You don't know deep rooted of this person. You just want to get married. Oh, I want to get married. You just want to get married. You did not ask any question. You are not observant. My darling, this could lead to serious issues in the future. And then you start to pray, and then pray and kabash and do all of those things. Pray and pray, simply because you did not ask. I'm not saying you cannot pray in your marriage. So when you are aware of most things, then you can relieve yourself from the stress that could come along the line. So it's better you know all of these things to prevent it. And sometimes your partner will not tell you, so you have to be observant. Make sure your eyes are wide open to see and your ears are wide open to hear. So do not expect your partner to tell you that madness run in my family. Most people will not tell you. Be observant when he says, I'm going to the village, so thing, we have a family meeting, somebody and somebody, so my uncle wanting, they tied him down, he was running around the market. So there is madness in this family. That is how you know some certain things, because they will not open up and tell you some of them. So you have to be observant about ailment, genotype, blood group, and all of that. All right, let's move to the next question you need to ask.